if it bumped that control by accident? You'd be mincemeat by now. What have I told you? You don't work on equipment when the engine's running.
Well, I told him not to touch anything. All right, I guess I wasn't thinking.
You weren't thinking? You mean you'll work on engines and machinery and not think of your own personal safety? Here. Shake hands with danger.
Shake hands with danger. Shake hands with danger. Shake hands with danger. Need a guy who ought to know. I used to laugh at safety. Now they call me Three-Finger Joe. Danger. Danger, danger. Danger, danger. Danger, 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 danger. Shake hands with danger. Find it anywhere you choose. Be careless for a moment. Spend a lifetime with the blues. Glenn knows the risk of striking hard against badly chipped metal. But he's wearing safety glasses, and there's a macho thing involved here. Glenn doesn't want his friend to sneer at him for being overly cautious. So, Glenn shakes hands with danger. Shake hands with danger. Shake hands with danger.
show you my beautiful basement. Where the concrete floor is cool to the touch. I turn up the heat if it's too much. I turn on the light bulb on the wire. Turn on the dehumidifier. I'm serious when I flick this next switch. Look you in the eye and I say, check this. My trains, my trains, I got small ones, tiny little trains, come down here just to get away. My trains, it's like magic, magic trains. I wish these trains could take me away. Railroad club. Motherfucker said shit about my trains. Might as well have took shit on my brain, cause I went insane. I laid track on his ass with a styrofoam bat, but the president never did let me back after that shit. I said fuck you, who the fuck needs a punk ass choo-choo crew? Anywho, my trains, my trains, I got small ones, tiny little trains, come down here just to get away. My trains, my trains, it's like magic, magic trains. I wish these trains could take me away. I lie here every night. I feel like if I focus and think of getting smaller, I'll gradually get smaller. And if I get small enough, my trains will seem much bigger, and I'll be the conductor, the tiniest conductor. Oh! Then what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Then what you gonna do? What you gonna do then, huh? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when I'm fucking small, like 1 inch tall? You won't see me coming at all when I crawl into your ear late at night. Yeah, you heard me right, motherfucker. Sleep tight, and you think I'm just another bad dream, but I'm a tiny little man in your bloodstream. Little hands holding an artery shut. Yeah, that's right, motherfucker. Then what? My trains, my trains, my trains, my trains, I got small ones, tiny little trains, come down here just to get away. My trains, my trains, they're like magic, magic trains. I wish these trains could take me away. My trains, my trains, my trains, my trains.
Good morning, human people. How's it going? Everyone's still alive, I hope. Still maintaining good social distancing. I found it quite difficult being the extroverted soul I am, but here we are. We all adapt. My OBS has a very angry exclamation mark with a 6 next to it. Oh well, these things happen. Alrighty. Shall we get started then? Okay, I gotta go to the settings and go controller every time. Save, doesn't matter. Play. Like both this and Stalker are really interesting mod projects. It's like who in the community was like, no, we have to fix this. This must be repaired. This game, not any of the other ones, needs to reach its potential. Sound? Sound. There we go. Never tried loading this game either, so hopefully it just works. Would you like to restart with this file? Yes.
Previously during the investigation. These puppies are making me go to another town in the boondocks again.
I didn't think you'd keep me waiting in the rain for so long.
Welcome to Greenwood. I'm the sheriff, George Woodman. Call me George.
There's definitely something in this town. Do you feel it, Zach? My coffee warned me about it.
Maybe I should play that next. I love that it's obviously a Chubba Chub. Like, obviously. Maybe we just play like a slew of like broken games. Okay. Gotta remember the controls now. Extra money for checking the weather. Alright. Alright. Her hearing is quite weak, otherwise she's fit enough to run the hotel by herself. Can't stand up straight because her back's fucked, but you know.
Oh, hi.
Oh, I guess they didn't voice act this. Cool. Coffee comes as a sip with the breakfast. Don't worry, the service here is just as good as any fancy city hotel. Alright. What do you sell? Okay. Coffee. Stabilizer. Heavy cigarettes. Candy. Crackers. Donut. That is an expensive fucking donut. Holy shit. Hold on. $114.75 for heavy cigarettes. Are we using dollars or gil? Far out. Go fishing? No, okay, it says fuck. A donut is 20 bucks. Fishing rod is 120 bucks. That must be a bait is 120 bucks. This makes no sense. Like, we have an amount of money, but like, holy shit. Donut was like 20 bucks or something. Fuck the size of this place being creepy. Your prices are insane. The bait's as expensive as the fishing rod. Wait. Was the hotel a day? Sure. This fucking guitar is great.
A police car.
Did we just get a free car?
So we have King George to thank for preparing a car for me. A pleasant surprise, eh, Zach? Let's take it for a spin.
I don't think so, Spike.
I have to tell you, Zach, this place simply amazes me. The keys were left on the front hood, and nobody stole the car. Values. This town has what the country needs. Values. Let's head over to the sheriff's department.
I mean, I would have checked for a car bomb, but... Boost? Okay, that's concerning. Honk steer. Wipers. God, I hope I don't need to signal. I'm gonna be running everywhere. I can't drive. You got the master key. Nice. Oh. I can't look a little bit. I have to look the full amount. I forgot the controls. You just turn the car off or on?
Zach, is there something here that you want to check out? We're supposed to go through Anna Graham's file at the sheriff's office, but if you want to act on a hunch, then I'm with you.
Alright, get in the car. I forgot what the acceleration was. Okay, didn't tell us the controls again. Okay. Okay, stop the window wipers. Stop. Stop. Okay. Square? Nope, that's the lights. Triangle. Okay. Alright. We're going to die in this place, you realize. Wait, we're in America, right? Right hand? I actually forgot what the brakes were. No brakes here. Just going faster. Okay, apparently we don't need to follow the law of the road. Oh, I found the right button though. Boost also has the siren. That's good. Whoa. Okay, we didn't die on the way here.
That's one fine building for such a small town. The exterior woodwork is spectacular. Don't you agree, Zach?
This reminds me of my my old town's police station. It was like marble and like gorgeous. You're like, why is this a police building?
Pleasure to meet you, Agent Morgan. We've been expecting you. I'm Thomas McLean, the sheriff's
What's
assistant.
wrong with your neck, dude? Why is it?
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please just call me York. It's what everyone else calls me.
Very well then, Agent York.
I believe I owe you a thank you for retrieving my belongings from my car. Thanks.
Oh, no, just doing my job. I want to help do everything I can to help the investigation. I just can't believe Anna was murdered. She was such a bright and lovely girl.
Did you know her well?
Well, no, not really. But it's a very small town. I'm sorry. It's just that this is the first really big case I've ever seen.
I understand. Just try to relax. Can I have a look at Anna's file now?
Yes, of course. The sheriff told me to let you through to the meeting room, but I've lost the key to the cabinet where the files are. Why don't you take a look around while I go look for it?
Okay. Let me know when things are ready.
The music in this game is fucking wild.
Zach, Thomas appears to be the kind and sensitive type, totally at odds with the monarch. Almost a good setting for a cartoon.
And he fucking narrator runs everywhere. Alright. The one bit of advice I got for this game is to save at every phone booth. Because apparently the game is just willing to crash. Is this a list of the sheriffs? Must be the morning. This person probably has nothing to do with the investigation. Kitchen room. Usually you just call it a kitchen, but sure. Let's go look down the stairs first. No one would begrudge us snooping around downstairs. Oh, an open door. Exciting. This total lack of music is really, like, throwing me off now, though. Striped squirrel keys. They seem pretty alright with me just like tooling around with this stuff. Oh no. What? I think I'll pass sleeping in a jail cell for no reason. He seems like a white-collar villain. Ooh, free honor. Curvy tail squirrel keys. There's a door behind this bed. Okay. Oh, I'm stealing your keys. See you later. Yeah, like, the no ambient music is really weird. After, like, the jarring ambient music we were offered before. I'd commit crimes for your coffee. Alright, Thomas. Thought you were finding the keys. All the patrol cars in town, you say? Well...
You found the key.
That's the right one?
Yes, a southern flying squirrel. Thank you so much. I'll bring the files right in, so please go to the meeting room.
Okay, I'll be waiting for you.
Well, Zach, we just got here and we've cracked a big case already.
This game is wild.
The victim's name was Anna Graham. Age 18, she just recently graduated from high school this year. Her dream was to move out to the city and become a model. But for the time being, she was working in the A&G diner here in town. She lived with her mother, Sally. Anna's father died in an accident in the lumber mill when she was a child.
The donut, though.
Her mother is unemployed and lives on the insurance money from her husband's accident. After all, it's a small town with a low cost of living. Financially, they seem to get by fine, and they led normal lives.
A normal life is exactly what a curious teenager doesn't want. It's all starting to make sense, Zach.
City folk, huh? No, I take that back. All of them can't be as bad as him, and some should have better manners.
Huh. This is a good biscuit. I've never tasted a biscuit this delicious. Where in town can I get these?
Well, actually, I baked them myself.
That's amazing. What are you doing in law enforcement? I'm very particular about biscuits, I'll have you know. The balance of milk and butter you've achieved here. Oh, my.
Agent Morgan, the autopsy's ready. You are welcome to accompany me to the Greenvale General Hospital. Emily, you come too. Thomas, stay here and tidy up these files.
Thomas.
Yes, sir.
We're going to use the car outside. Let's get going. You might think this is just a small-town police investigation, but our inspections are thorough and solid. I'm hoping you won't slow us down.
I'm eating this biscuit. You might want to wait. What is this? Like, why does this keep happening? That's not a turkey. I don't eat turkey, but I know that's not turkey. That is purple.
The Greenvale General Hospital is down the road by the lake. It's too far to walk. Come on, get in the car.
If I'm riding in a car, George, I prefer to be the driver. Can you provide a car for me?
What are you talking about? You don't even know how to get there.
Which is another good reason for me to drive, George. I need to learn my way around town.
Oh, man. Very well. Then I'll ride with you. I want to keep an eye on you.
Fair enough.
Just one thing, Agent Morgan. Your involvement in this case is limited. That means you don't have to learn your way around town.
George, we'd better get moving. The hospital closes at 2100.
I'm going to die getting there. Okay, don't let York turn late. Wait, why am I wearing a... Guess it's raining. That's why I'm wearing a raincoat. Because it's raining. My raincoat's gone.
Agent Morgan, get us there quickly, but drive within the speed limit. Just because you have a badge doesn't mean you can drive like a maniac.
George, what are you, his mother?
We just need to get the autopsy results.
Agent York isn't accustomed to the town yet. Give him a little slack. Well then, Agent York, let's get going.
Sure, sounds good.
I remember how to drive. From moments ago. That's not true. How do I leave this place? Oh god. Ah! What's the speed limit in America? 1,000? Pretty sure it's 1,000. They said don't drive like a maniac, but pretty sure that's code, but drive however you want. Oh yeah, true. We played this before, Dan. Sure hope I'm going the right way. I'd never know, you see. Nope, wrong way. I can see the map, but the pointer's like way off where I need to be looking. Oh, there's a big map? I'm scared to push a button. I don't know what this police car is capable of. Oh, there's a little go this way icon.
Agent Morgan, I can't help noticing you prefer to work alone.
Most of the time, yes.
Don't you get lonely, flying all over the country alone?
I must say I've never felt lonely.
Are you married?
Unfortunately, relationships and I are fleeting strangers. I don't get on very well with women, you might be surprised to hear.
That's because you're young. You notice things like that at my age. You have to treat women carefully, like a thin crystal wine glass. If you don't, they can cut scars on your face, just like yours, right?
George, is this an interrogation? I see you're a seasoned professional. But let's not talk about my scar. It was caused by a problematic woman.
Well, she got you good. Terribly good.
It'll fade away, and nobody will notice it in a week.
A week? It's not that light of a wound.
Who knows?
So, Emily, tell me, is there really a need for a full-time sheriff in a small town like this?
I'm sure it is small to your city eyes, but any gathering of people leads to all kinds of problems. Fights, runaways, stray pets.
You're too fixated on violent crimes. Our job is to guide the people along the correct path, first and foremost. Now, that's what I consider to be my duty as the sheriff of Greenvale.
Zach, there he is. The monarch, in all his glory. Kind of makes me glad that I wasn't born here.
Did you say something, Agent Morgan?
No, nothing, George. I was just reflecting on a little history.
Well, we're in the middle of a homicide investigation. Keep your mind on the matter at hand.
Okay.
They don't seem to mind.
Right now is driving.
This way? Let's pretend it's this way. That seems way too fast. Not this way. Well, maybe. We've got time. Oh. That's an awfully slick ground. Hey, it's a police station again. Or maybe just a place that looks like a police station. I got no idea where the map button is. Let's try triangle. Nope. Start? Start works. Okay. I was on the right road. I would have gotten there eventually. So if I ever come to visit, never let me drive. I will drive like this. There will be deaths. If we run out of gas, we'll just get another car. It's fine. The urge to read chat and not just crash the car. conflicting at this point. Fine, we got there.
That's a pretty big hospital.
Magic poncho.
Guess they wanted to be ready for town-wide food poisoning?
No, it's another leftover from the town's prosperous slumber days. Hard to imagine now, though, isn't it?
My mother always talked about how energetic this town used to be. Almost like a gold rush, she used to say.
Impressive.
Why is York such
But
a
the hotter the
unnecessary
fever,
thing?
the faster it cools. And so now there's hardly anyone left to use this place.
It pains me to watch my hometown lose so many citizens. Beyond your understanding, I'm sure.
Yes, I'm sorry to say that it is.
Indeed. And that's why this case is our problem.
It's not really how the
There
law
really isn't
works,
any
York.
need for you to get too involved.
Wish I had a magic poncho.
Hello, Sheriff.
Ah! That's quite a still screen. Open mouth.
Hi there, Fiona. We're here to see Usha. Do you know where he is?
I think Dr. Johnson is in the computer room.
A computer room? In a hospital?
Nice to meet you, Mr. FBI agent. The computer room is where our employees share a computer.
Very nice to meet you, too. I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. But how did you know I was FBI?
Easy. None of the police in this town wear cologne.
Besides,
Wow.
that scar on your face is the biggest rumor in town.
Rumors get exaggerated as they spread, even in the countryside.
What's that you're reading, if I may ask?
Liar's House.
You haven't heard of this yet? It's a recent bestseller mystery. It's set in the U.S., a small traditional North American town close to the Canadian border. A peaceful, traditional place. However, that peaceful town is shattered by a terrible crime. The murder of a local girl.
And that incident causes grief and sadness to everyone in town. But everyone feels the seditious, heinous evil still lurking, alive. Yes, much like the situation
Gonna say,
right
you're
now
just
here in
describing the
Greenvale.
Fiona, don't say that.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. With Anna dead and all.
Don't worry. Books are written to entertain, and it's good you're enjoying it. What we're faced with here is a terrible crime committed in a real world. Much different from that of a novel. So there's no need to apologize.
Thank you, Agent York.
See, he didn't get around to telling her to call him York. Everyone does. But she did. She knew. I think we can trust her. Our favorite cartoon isn't running. I wonder what York's favorite cartoon is. Wow. It's like my mother always said, never breathe in a hospital. The scenes that just like have no sound. I feel you'd be right there. I love the like JRPG I'm talking bloops. Yes, your doctor told us. That you are to be our patient. Accept our enthusiastic congratulations and well wish on your coming event, and be assured that we have a very personal interest in your case and have already taken steps to see that your stay in Palo Alto Hospital will pay us a social visit before you enter. We want to meet and greet for Jews. Alright, I'm gonna walk away from this sign now. Okay, we're supposed to go in there, which means I'm gonna go over here first. Caution, your body. Wow. The, like, text on these signs is insane. Medicament storage. Hickey storage. Dissecting room. Dead house. Sleep lab. What have these been translated from? Or is this just regular madness? I do not enter Jane's. Premarital exam guide. Save your life. Alright. I do like that they took, like, the effort to explain why everything in this town is massive.
We couldn't find him.
Fiona needs to check her information.
No, I don't think so. Does the doctor like playing games by any chance?
What do you mean?
There's a message on the computer, and a card key already set in place. The king passes the rook and meets the bishop. The knight takes a pawn along for the queen.
What does that all mean?
It's a simple puzzle.
Zach, let's take him up on his challenge. You can do this, right?
Oh god. I hate this puzzle. I've seen it solved 100 times. But I don't remember it. Which one's rook again? This one. I think that's king. You lose, no!
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
More clues. I always get the order wrong. Spike probably knows it off by heart, regardless of the game that it's in. He's got... like... these posters are insane. Yet I kind of want them. It's too early for this sort of thing. King passes rook. So wouldn't that be rook first, then king? Oh, dude, I'm so bad at logic. Any logic, even like children's logic, throws me into a loop. Ah. I see.
The doctor awaits below with the deceased.
Another code? But there's nowhere to insert a password.
More games. I'm going to get Fiona to call Usha up here right now.
No need, George. The message appeared with the card key. It's telling us where to use it.
This is not the time to be joking around, Agent Morgan.
Dr. Usha is below with the deceased. With Anna. Below being underground, I take it. Simple. Simple. Then it's time to meet the mischievous architect of this little game.
Nah.
Puzzle should be in air quotes there. I really dug the aesthetic of the posters, though. It's like, the size of this hospital has been explained. We got that. The bit I don't get is why they, like, still use all of it. Like, who are these people waiting around for? The one doctor. Well, they obviously need to play chess first, right? How could you not love this game, Spike? It's God's perfect game. Dark room. Far out. The first locked door we've ever encountered. Dissecting room.
Usha, sorry to keep you waiting.
Ah, you made it. Let's get started, shall we?
Okay.
This is Agent Morgan from the FBI.
Nice to meet you. I'm Usha Johnson, the doctor in this hospital.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please call me York. Everyone calls me that.
Very well, Agent York.
Are you a forensic practitioner?
Let's just say I've dealt with corpses before.
That battle of wits, by the way. Did you create that yourself?
Mm-hmm. I just wanted to see if our FBI agent could handle the task.
I see. Well, it was pretty fun.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it.
You can't tell me it was fun, York.
We don't have much time. We need those autopsy results.
Next time, try challenging us without obstructing an investigation. You've angered the monarch.
I like that York has decided this whole, like, monarchy...
From the onset of rigor mortis, the
motif
stiffening of the
that
muscles,
George
the time of
doesn't
death is
fully go
estimated
with.
to be between 20 and 2200 hours. That's still quite early for such a crime to take place. Note that there are 2 exterior wounds, pressure marks around the neck, and a long cut running from chest to abdomen. Blood marks on her right hand tell us she was gripping something round in her right hand. Her skull is also fractured, but that is unrelated to the cause of death. It probably happened to her after she was killed. Now, I first thought death by suffocation, due to the marks on her neck. But after further investigation, I now have a different conclusion.
She played
The
so much
direct
Katamari.
cause of death was loss of blood from the wound.
Which means...
She was cut up while she was still alive.
Yes, a sharp knife was used. It was inserted beneath the sternum and then quickly sliced downwards. The excessive loss of blood from her internal organs is what actually killed her.
Kills most people, I hear.
Her nails are clean, and with no skin cells from the attacker. She also doesn't appear to have been bound nor badly beaten. She was apparently killed without resistance. The most tragic thing, however, was that she was unable to speak her story to anyone who could hear her cries.
Yeah? Okay.
The perpetrator cut out Anna's tongue.
There we go.
Well, I believe she was drugged first to phase her consciousness, and then the killer killed her.
The pivot into the fucking...
Now, the killer
floppy
most
music
likely
was rough.
has a deep, traumatized past concerning women. He probably cannot converse with them normally. Cutting out the tongue suggests a very lonely individual. Either that or a truly hardcore sadist. He must get off on watching women suffer, especially when they can't answer back. He watched as the blood pumped from her body, as she gradually grew cold. A case in Seattle in 1985 was much like...
Usha, please, limit your report to your findings as a doctor. Criminal profiling is my job.
Alright, York. You need to chill.
You're wrong, also. Anna died fully, deeply, painfully aware of what was happening to her.
But,
Tell me, what time did it stop raining on the night Anna was killed?
Just before I went to bed, right after the movie on TV ended, so around 1 a.m.
What movie was it?
An American Werewolf in London.
Directed by John Landis, 1981. So the rain stopped, accompanied by the ending song, Blue Moon. George, would you mind if I examined Anna myself?
What more do you hope to find?
I'm sure I mentioned that I have a personal interest in cases like these.
Looks like a trustworthy doctor. Ner. But man, those are some gnarly feet. Where am I supposed to be looking? Okay, we looked at all the things.
From her lack of resistance, I'd say that Anna's injuries happened very quickly. Unable to speak, she was then left to cry herself to death.
Zach, it's all starting to come together.
The perpetrator stayed with her for at least 2 hours until it stopped raining. At the estimated time of her death, it was still raining, but you can still see tear marks on her cheeks. That means she was killed under a roof somewhere. She was then carried into the woods after it stopped raining.
There's one other thing. Her tongue was removed with a very blunt knife. In fact, it's more likely it was simply chopped off.
Usha, are you a passionate man?
Well, not particularly, but I am man enough should the moment call for it.
George, how about you?
I'm very passionate. Yes. Especially when it comes to women. But I don't see what that has to do with anything.
George, the perpetrator is just like you. He's passionate about women. He's a passionate kisser. This was a kiss of death.
The perpetrator bit off Anna's tongue.
We'll never get a dental print from a wound like this. But this is still a big lead.
Put some gloves on, man.
Jackpot, Zach. A shame, but our old-time all-American sightseeing tour just came to an end.
This case is now under the jurisdiction of the FBI. I'm assuming command. I'll need you to assist me in the investigation.
What in the hell do you mean, Agent Morgan? I know I said I was passionate, but you can't think I did this.
That's not why I'm assuming command, George. You're a suspect just as much as every other passionate man on Earth. Let me show you something.
Jesus, dude, how many are you carrying around?
There you go. Amazing, huh? I'm sure you have a lot of questions, but most of the details are top secret. George, Emily, we should be going. No need to stay here any longer.
All you're pointing out...
Okay.
Are you just going to leave your red seeds
I
there?
have to sign the release. Just give me a moment.
Very well. I'll go on ahead. I can't take it any longer down here. Bishop takes queen. His rook takes your queen. Then your knight takes rook. And checkmate.
Huh?
My first victory in the Grandmaster ranking.
And it wasn't your victory. Well, seems sad.
Zach, they're here.
So, like, all he did was, like, point out that he had a bunch of incriminating evidence on him. Right? Like, that's what happened there. Okay. Can't go that way. Actually, the gun's even better. No, no. Stop using the phone. Where'd he go? Guys, I'm stuck. Nope. Door doesn't work. Oh. I didn't have a prompt before. Maybe I was rubbing against it the wrong direction. Okay. Okay.
Great.
Why does he like auto aim at the butt? Seems like a bad idea.
Yes. Amazing.
I keep getting a headshot robot. Ah.
Yes. Bullseye.
Infinite ammo is always kind of weird, but I guess I prefer it to Resident Evil's
Nice shot.
style.
Bullseye. Nice shot. Amazing. Amazing.
It's hard though, right? Ah. I guess if it was like... Because if it was like me designing it, I wouldn't give the protagonist a gun. Oh, the gun was super weak? That makes sense. Were the melee attacks just as powerful? Because they feel great in this. That makes sense. Yeah, like, I guess my... Like, I understand you want to give the player limited ammo in survival horror games, so they have, like, a resource to burn through. But, I don't know. I guess, like, that aspect I don't really enjoy in games. Like, it's the worst part about Silent Hill.
Amazing.
Which I love.
Bullseye. Yes. Nice shot.
I wonder if it was like melee only, if I would feel different. Or like some sort of bow and arrow situation where you retrieve the arrows. That might be interesting. Some sort of zombie killing crossbow. I did see a door I could go in before, right? This one. Yeah, like you like retrieve them. Probably not touch it. Yes. turns out the keycard we need isn't one of the morgues downstairs. I'm gonna be really annoyed. What's with York's hands? They're so veiny.
Bullseye.
Miss.
Great.
Amazing. Great. I thought he was complimenting Zach. At least they still take my money in the other world. Why? Why here? Mission knife. The treasure room. First aid kit medium. It's the first healing item we got that isn't a bandage. So many lollipops. Game's so weird. Alright, it's knife time. Backstab, backstab. Completely bizarre, like, durability on the items, too. I guess we get a better gun at some point. Yeah, take it, crate. Gonna knife you too.
Here! Over here!
A clue. Oh, interesting, Dan. Strange design. Ah! Sweet. Bonus honor. Random boxes, but alright. I guess they neutered the gameplay. Did you play both, Den? Gameplay, they say, with massive air quotes. You want both. Stealing all these items. No one needs to know. Dude, your hands. The escape key very rarely escapes from situations, I found. No go! Time for red vines. He's got a gun! Gonna tap my collarbone as I wait for these enemies to spawn.
Huh?
Oh, man. Okay, still willing to slash me instead of shoot me, though. So much healing. Holy hell. I think might be okay as long as no one one-shots me at any point. Oh, my knife. There's that notification noise that comes up. No. Crash. That's our first one. Yep, first crash. Glad I swapped my background to a politically correct waifu. Would have been embarrassing otherwise.
Previously during the investigation.
Nope, no previously. How far back are we? Oh, we're not that far back. I'm just gonna pick up some candy. A knife! So, tell me about the hunger bar mechanic. Like, I haven't eaten anything yet. And I haven't needed to sleep again? Is that for, like, free roam? I love that dumb deer head so much.
Bullseye. Yes. Yes.
Well, then we'll say we're playing through this for the sequel then. At least we can skip cutscenes. Ah! Oh, you.
Amazing. Amazing. Great.
Hey, where you going?
Bullseye. Great.
That was wasn't a bullseye that you missed. That was probably maximum range, right?
Nice shot. Yes.
I wonder if we should go back and save. Now that we've gotten all the doohickeys. Like, I don't know. Whoever, like, decided on, like, York's general countenance should be awarded some sort of, like, novel trophy, I think. Oh, is there? Oh, thanks, I totally missed that. Yes, hello? This is Dog. He's, like, pretty gross so far. Like his creepy comments about Emily to Zach. But other than that, he's just kind of goofy. Yeah, like, I'm assuming direct control is pretty funny. Yeah, we can't skip this. I'm really glad Sean pointed out the save point.
Huh?
Aim first.
Amazing.
Was that his gun charging up?
Yes. Amazing.
Game. It was the same spot, though, that crashed. One more try. Having a game that crashes at a crucial moment would be a great way to pad content.
Previously, during the
The decisions for, like, the sound effects that they're using is fucking great. Like the foghorn for, like, loading the game? What? Lol. Yeah, if it breaks here again, I'll probably call the stream and go fix it before the next one, but no promises. Does he go into detail about what the Red Sea murders are later, or does just never come up? Ah, that's what the mod did, Zen. I can't run it and not modelless. That's also why I need to screen cap rather than game cap. Backstab, backstab, backstab. I actually wasn't sure if it was a Japanese game or not. Like, it's so insane, it could be whatever. Alright, game. One time. Loading screen. And freeze. Okay. So, I'll go figure out what's going on with this tomorrow, and then we'll stream the day after that. But I think that's a good enough spot to leave it. I should probably start streaming earlier now that daylight savings is real. But yeah. Thanks very much for watching. I'm glad we could get to this point at least. Hospital freeze seems to be pretty common. Alright, well, there's probably a fix for it, right? I've been really enjoying, like, these cult games lately. It's, like, lots of, like, weird love for, like, completely fucked games. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, everyone. We'll catch you soon. I hope you have a good isolation. And, enjoy your forced introversion. Farewell.